What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Twin Wrestle Pod. And today we're going to be going through our AEW All In Wembley predictions. There will be a little bit of echo. I can't fix that issue, so I apologize for that. It's something on my end I can't fix. But nonetheless, if you ain't too bothered by that, let's get into it. First things first, if you enjoy the content on the channel, we appreciate the flux of subscribers we've been getting. We are currently at 130. This is the most subscribers that I've gotten personally ever since I created a YouTube channel. So I appreciate that. Let's keep that rolling in, man. So on to this all-in Wembley card. We have 10 matches with a pre-show slated to kick off at 11 a.m. Eastern. Unfortunately, I will be at work when this pre-show will be happening. He will be at work. He'll be missing the whole entire show entirely. So I thought it's fitting that I get him in here so we talk about predictions for this Wembley show. The official show starts at 1. I think we only have one kickoff matchup, I believe. Kind of like how it was last year. I think it was like 2 matches, though. I can't remember. But we got the pre-show match. We had Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway versus Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii. You want to take it off? I guess I'm good. I get it. Willow beat Chris Statlander in the Owen Hart tournament, right? The last time these two linked up was the Owen Hart tournament. They have been on. I'll say it's been a pretty good feud between the two. Former friends turned bitter rivals. I like the feud so far. But this match, it seemed like it's a no-brainer, man. Like, it seemed like Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii should win this flat out because Stokely is not no wrestler at all. So they're gonna do the role of him being scared to get into the ring, him not trying to initiate anything with Ishii. So I can say Willow Nightingale can win on this, but contrary to that, Stokely might have something up his sleeve to where he get help from someone, and they end up winning the match by pinning Willow Nightingale. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate like you do, and I'm gonna go with Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway for this matchup.
I think this one is a no-brainer. I think Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway get the win here.
Oh, you agree?
Huh?
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that was my pick. Just because Chris Statlander, they Willow's come out on top, in the last couple months with the win in the Owen Cup, and then she just won her tag team match at Forbidden Door too, against Chris Statlander and her partner.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for Chris Statlander to get the win and set the match up at All In, or which one is it? All Out or All In? Which one is it?
This All In. Oh, you talking about the matchup? Oh, All Out. This next.
Yeah, the next pay-per-view, All Out. And is it still in Chicago or they moved it?
I have no clue. I just hate that it's 2 weeks apart. I'm not a big fan of that, man.
Yeah, so I think Chris Statlander gets the win here to set up the one-on-one match. Is Willow still a champion or something?
Yeah, she got the CMLL championship.
Yeah, I think they may do All Out. So I'm taking Chris Statlander and Stokely for the win.
Okay, we agree with that. I'm gonna list it how they got it on here. Bleacher Report. By the way, fuck Bleacher Report. They suck when it comes to these AEW pay-per-views. But they have the AEW American Championship matchup. MJF defending his championship against Will Ospreay. MJF won the championship in that 60-minute. We wouldn't even call it an Iron Man match. It's that 60-minute match they had a couple weeks ago on Dynamite. Was it for AEW Dynamite 250 or something like that? I think, right? They had that barn burner match, him and Ospreay, and it caused a lot of ruckus around the IWC, whether you liked it or not. You use pro AEW or pro WWE. It's not the greatest, you know. That whole lingo and confrontation thing between the WWE and AEW fans is ridiculous. It's a good match, good thing for AEW. That's what AEW is known for, their matches. Okay, but they had a banger match on Dynamite. Not a surprise with Will Ospreay's in the ring and Will, MJF able to carry his own like he's shown the last past year. This story has been pretty good. They had a war of words on Dynamite this past Wednesday. My thing with this is, man, and with MJF, man, he busted Will Ospreay open on Dynamite with the diamond ring. I'm so sick and tired of that fucking diamond ring. MJF, he's eclipsed that damn diamond ring at this point, man. They need to retire that shit and get that off of him. He don't need it anymore. And the use of blood with AEW, like it starts to like they use it a lot, so it limits the what's the word I'm looking for? The what?
Effect?
Yeah, I mean I guess you could say effect. The effect of it because they use it so much. So I want to be a fan of that. But outside of that, everything else that they've been doing with this feud has been awesome. MJF bringing up Will Ospreay's family, his stepson, his wife. Shit like that's pretty cool. And MJF changing the International Championship to the American Championship is pretty cool as well. I expect this match to be another barn burner for sure. And I'm going to take MJF for this one. And I'll tell you why. Because we haven't seen Don Callis in a very, very long time, right? I haven't seen him since Will Ospreay left the Don Callis family. That was almost like, what, in July maybe? So, I think Don Callis will play a factor in this match, so that's why I'm going to take MJF. And what a way to get heat by beating Will Ospreay in his home country, in UK, right? So, I'm going to take MJF to retain the American Championship. Then he goes on to face Pac. And then he goes on to face. I think someone got a championship match. I don't know if it's Darby or not, but I think Darby got a. No, he had a TNT championship match, right? TNT, and then he got the AEW World Championship down the line somewhere or some shit. But I'm taking MJF in this match.
I think I'm gonna take Will Ospreay. I mean, the Don Callis prediction is a good one, but I think neither one of them need this title. I think Will Ospreay versus Pac will be better, and then you branch off to that to eventually you get Will Ospreay and Ricochet in a rematch, and then that's where Ospreay drops the title against Ricochet at some point. I don't know where, but I think Ricochet just signed a big deal. And him and Will Ospreay are buddies, and I think they're going to want to recreate that match they had in New Japan a couple years ago. So I'm taking Will Ospreay and branch out that way.
Okay. I can see that, but I just think for story purposes, you can probably keep Ricochet and Will Ospreay just apart a little bit more. Just hold it off until toward the end of the year, but we'll see. Next up, we got the Casino Gauntlet. AEW World Championship #1 Contenders Battle Royal. I don't know all the participants. Only person I know and the only person that should win this thing is Hangman Adam Page. He should win this, so that's what I'm taking. I'm pretty sure Ricochet will probably debut in this Battle Royal for sure, since he just literally signed with AEW that Thursday. So I'm pretty sure he'll debut in this, and I think the rumor is he took a trip to London, so. Expect him on the show for sure, and I think you will see him in this Battle Royal, but I'm still taking Adam Hangman and Page in this one.
I'm going to take Danhausen for the win here. We haven't seen him in months. I think he's been recovering from an injury. I'm taking Danhausen to win the Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal because we have one every other pay-per-view, it seems like. I think it's time for some new blood in the world title picture, so I'm taking Danhausen.
You can't even say that with a straight face. You can't even say it with a straight face.
I mean, the shit's comical and it's predictable. I mean, that's all AEW is. I hate to just keep bashing them. I mean, you know, I fell out of favor with them. It's just more of the same. I mean, I think this will be Hangman's second second Battle Royal win for a world title, or maybe third. I think he won the Battle Royal the first pay-per-view to get the world title shot against Chris Jericho. And I think he won another one to get the title match against Kenny Omega, right? Did he?
I
want to say he
remember.
did. I want to say he did. And then it was either him or Brian, one of the two. And then now he's in this one. It's predictable. He's the king of Battle Royal. So Hangman Page, it's very predictable. I'm just tired of seeing more of the same. Get some new blood in the world title picture. That's all I'm saying. So, but
I agree with you, but from a character perspective, Hangman is the best character. Like his,
I'm not going to dispute any of that. I'm not going to disagree with it. I'm just saying. I'm just like this has been my thing for like the last year and a half. We've had these conversations. I'm just tired of seeing more of the same. You might as well just throw John Moxley in there and have him win it. It's the same shit. It's the same shit, year in and year out.
Yeah.
The same people on top, the same people in the main events. All that changes is the world champion and Swerve. That's it. If Swerve don't catch heat, we'll probably be seeing somebody else with the title. Probably Hangman Page or something. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree, but that's on Tony Khan because he don't put other people on that spotlight. He got all these people on his roster, and he don't really use that many people. He just used the same ones. If it ain't Hangman, if it ain't Omega, if it ain't, credit to Kenny. Kenny don't really be in the championship scene. You ain't really seen him in the championship scene since he had the championship before he got hurt. So I don't really like throwing Kenny in there. So you don't really see him that much. But you will see the same people. You will see Bryan Danielson. You will see John Moxley. You will see Hangman. I get it for sure. When you got a motherfucker named Malachi Black just sitting on the sidelines and just doing nothing. We're going to get to him pretty soon later down the line because he's in the match on the show as well. But just from a character perspective, I just think you can't pick nobody other than Hangman for the situation just because of who got the championship and the storyline they going with. That's the only reason. Everybody else ain't really got no feather in the Battle Royal really. Pac already accounted for, unless you don't throw Okada in there who ain't even on the show. But I don't think they will do that. So I'm gonna just go Hangman. You go down Danhausen. I get it.
I'm just trolling, but yeah, it's just mildly predictable. There's not probably any result you probably get wrong on the show. It's just very predictable. So
right.
On to the next one.
Yeah, predictable isn't bad. All right, we got the AEW Women's Championship matchup with Toni Storm defending her AEW Women's Championship against Mariah May. And me personally, this is the best story in AEW has currently. To build from when Mariah May debuted, to link her up with Toni, to go through everything they went through, to her taking every tidbit from Toni, observing her character, all this type of stuff. Get to the arm, we get that fabulous turn on Toni, where she blooded her with the shoe, and Toni's gimmick has been chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe, and she just blooded her with the shoe. That was a phenomenal done segment when it happened, and I don't see no other result here than getting the championship off Toni Storm here and giving it to Mariah May. Let her run with it. You know what I mean? Might as well, man, and then you can get a rematch a little bit down the line, and then she can beat Toni again to further solidify herself as the upper echelon of the AEW Women's Championship division. So I'm gonna take Mariah May. It's predictable, but you cannot go over her at this point. She's been built to this point. Not that for her to lose would be catastrophic. So get some new blood in there. It's the best story in AEW. So go with Mariah May. I'm going Mariah May for this matchup. This is the best story in AEW currently. Even more so than the TBS Women's title, which I'm pretty sure this would go on before that one, which it shouldn't. But I think the opposite. But go ahead.
Opposite what? You think the TBS title should go on after this match?
No, I think the TBS title should go on before this match. I think it will.
That's what I was saying.
I think it will, do. I think it
will. Oh, you think it will?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. We'll see. I'm taking Toni Storm. I think Toni Storm win here with an assist from Mina Shirakawa. and then we get the Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm team up.
Okay.
And then we run it back at all out.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Did you see them get into it earlier today at the kickoff?
At the presser, yes.
Yeah.
I just think Mariah May. I mean, you can put her over. I just think she's had the upper hand ever since the angle shot at the end of the Owen. It's just been really real drag out brawls. I mean, she's had more TV. I mean, obviously Toni had to sell the beating. I get that, and it's just been more pull out brawls. I think Toni wins, and then they may run it back at All Out, or you might branch off again and get Mina Shirakawa versus Mariah May, and have Mariah May beat her, and then you go again with Toni Storm and Mariah May. I don't know. There's angles to it, but just for me being different, that's what I would do. That's what I'm going with. Toni Storm with Mina Shirakawa assist.
I like it. I like it. We'll see what happens when we get to it, man. I like it. I like it. All right, next up, we got the coffin match for the AEW TNT Championship. Jack Perry defending his championship against Darby Allin. I was listening to Solid Monster the other day on Dynamite, on his podcast, and he said something that Darby had an interview, and he said something about why this match is a coffin match. Originally, I thought it was a coffin match because him and Sting had a coffin match against Swerve and Christian last year. But when you listen to him talk, he said him and Jack Perry have been doing that for a while now, since Double or Nothing. He said he set him on fire, he handcuffed him to a steel cage, and what a way to end it. He see this as an ending. He don't see this as an ongoing thing. So a coffin match is to end this rivalry him and Jack Perry had. So I thought that was a good explanation by Darby Allin for the reason he picked the coffin match in the first place. So I like that explanation from Darby Allin. With the rumor of Darby Allin getting a future AEW World Championship run sooner and later, I wasn't gonna pick him to win this anyway. Coffin matches, like any type of these matches like this, is designed for him to lose anyway. For him just to do some crazy Darby shit and lose. So I expect the same. I'm gonna take Jack Perry in this one, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Perry, man. Darby has been getting the upper hand, like you've been saying. So I'm going to go Jack Perry.
Typical. I mean, they tried. It's kind of hard to take Jack Perry serious as a bad guy, and as a world champ, he's mid at best. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, out of all four guys, I don't know if MJF held the TNT title yet, but Guevara, Darby Allin, Jack Perry, out of those three pillars, quote unquote, Jack Perry's got to be the blandest, bad guy I've ever seen. It may be me being a little dramatic, but I just can't take him serious as a badass. You know what I'm saying? This feud is just, I don't even know what the rivalry is. I mean, what's the feud? Like, you know what I mean? What's the story here? Darby, yeah, I don't even know.
Darby won the championship, I guess.
Yeah, sure. But the TNT title ain't been fucking great since
Christian had it.
Well, Christian was pretty good.
No, he wasn't pretty good. He was damn good. Man, come on now.
Who was before him? Was it
Christian?
Anyways, besides the point, I think Christian probably was the last best TNT champ. That title doesn't mean anything. I mean, Cody Rhodes brought it to be like a main title, and it's just lost its value, in my opinion. Nobody cares about it. I don't, certainly. But for the sake of the match prediction, Jack Perry is probably going to win here with an assist, probably from Okada or the Bucks. I don't think it's going to be a clean finish. Darby's going to do something stupid and, lose the match. And then,
but that's his fault, though.
No, for sure. You said the rumor about him potentially getting a world title opportunity. Darby is not as hot as he was like a year and a half ago. People still cheer for him because of Darby Allin, right? I still like him because of Darby Allin. But I think they waited a little bit too long just in my opinion. But I mean, it's not like he can't get it back. It's just this feud just ain't really doing it. I mean, even the shit they tried to do in the, you know what I mean, in the Blood and Guts match, and I mean, and even Blood and Guts itself was kind of lackluster, just in my opinion. But I'm taking Jack Perry for the win here, and hopefully somebody else beats him. Maybe like a Aleister Black or something. I don't know.
Yeah. If I was booking it, I wouldn't have Okada come out there. If you really want to put Jack Perry over, right, I would have him beat him clean and just use Darby's stupidity. His stupid. I ain't calling him stupid person. I'm just telling his character, the stupidity shit that he do in the ring. Use that to your advantage and then beat him that way. That's what I would do.
I'm just saying. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Darby Allin though. You know what I'm saying? Like Darby Allin usually defeats himself. Can we agree on that? Yeah. Like if he does lose, it's his fault because he done something super extreme and got hurt in the process. So I mean, it's Darby Allin. And it's Jack Perry. I mean, this match is just gonna be, you know, probably blood somewhere and, you know, a lot of extreme stunts. Sure, typical every, you know, I ain't gonna say every Dynamite match, but every other seems like every other Dynamite match. Should be a decent match. Jack Perry.
Yeah, agreed. All right, this match I should not even be talking about. I'm getting tired of talking about this match. We don't have this match for the last 3 out of 4 pay-per-views. I'm sick of it.
Skip.
Last chance match for the FTW Championship. The Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, defending his championship against Hook.
This match should have been on the damn, what they call that pre-show? The what?
The
0 hour?
Yeah.
Because 0 people gonna be watching it. I know I ain't watching that shit. I'm so tired of this FTW shit. This ain't gonna get Hook over no more than he's been since he's been there. You know what Hook need to do? Huh?
What's that? Go to NXT?
Yeah, he need to go call up the sexy boy because I mean this AEW shit. He need to get up out of there because AEW don't know. They don't know what the fuck they doing. They had it perfect when Cody Rhodes was there. You know what Cody Rhodes' plan was? Build him up and have him beat him for the TNT title.
Yeah, if I remember, he was going to crush Cody, like have Brody Lee crush him. I remember Cody
for sure.
Like
that's what I'm saying. That was the perfect plan to get him over. And now it's just more of the same shit. I love Chris Jericho, but 50-year-old Jericho ain't doing it in 2024. I'm sorry. All this Learning Tree shit, that shit trash. The promos trash. All the TV time is trash. Him thinking he gonna get everybody over is fucking trash. This shit shouldn't even be on this card, in my opinion. Y'all should have said that shit for All Out in Chicago or whatever the fuck they at. Nobody wants to see this. I don't want to see this shit. This shit's weak. So, I mean, Hook probably going to get the win back, but who fucking cares? That title doesn't mean nothing. I mean, it's just losing value every day. It's on AEW TV. I would rather go watch the FTW Championship back in 1995. I don't want to watch it in 2024. I'm sorry. This AEW shit, FTW, I love Hook. I like Taz. I loved Chris Jericho, but he's staying a little too long. He's on TV too much. This match should have been burned off the card, period.
All right.
Nobody wants to see this shit.
All right.
Go ahead and predict your prediction and let's move on.
Hey, first off, calm foot down. Secondly, I agree with everything you said. But I'm taking Hook. And when he win this match, I hope he retire that championship because the championship does him no favors. It didn't do no favors for Ricky Starks. It didn't do no favors for Hook. And, I mean, it's cool on Jericho, but it's Jericho, so what more can he do for that championship outside of just fight people like on that class?
He's done nothing for it.
He does nothing for it. I'm sick of the Learning Tree shit. I told you guys this multiple times on these AEW preview shows.
And it's super funny because he done had like 4 or 5 different personas since he's been in AEW, huh? Don't you think? What is it? He was the Painmaker at first, then he was Le Champion, which I liked. What is it? What was the other one? He had another one. Then it was something before the Learning Tree. I mean, he did all this shit
he went back to Lionheart.
Reinvent himself, and it's just not hitting right.
My thing,
it's kind of like the Young Bucks versus FTR.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
that.
No.
I'm just saying it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Chris Jericho on TV. I mean, I get he trying to put over the young guys, but this ain't the way. We don't need to have him on the card every pay-per-view. I'm sorry. You just don't need it. Or a segment or none of that shit.
All
You know
right.
what I mean?
Hook should win this match. Jericho we don't need to see him no more on TV. Let's get some TV time to other people.
Yeah,
let's just move on, man.
Piss break match.
All right. The AEW TBS Championship, Mercedes Mone taking on Britt Baker.
Can I start this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say, Mercedes coming in AEW is a big deal. Britt Baker coming back is a big deal. Other than Britt Baker's mic work, this feud ain't doing it for me. I'm sorry. I got to be the one to break it to y'all. Mercedes can't promo herself out of wet paper bag. I'm sorry. And the Camille shit is cool, but it's not giving up the Shawn Michaels Diesel-esque vibes. You know what I mean? It just ain't. The whole CEO shit, I mean, it's cool. It just regurgitated shit from WWE. I'm not hating on Mercedes. Like you know, I mean, I liked her in WWE. I like her now. It's just ever since she came in, she been cutting these promos and ain't been good on the microphone. They need to go ahead and put a script in front of her face. I mean, she's great in the ring. We know this. It's gonna be a hell of a match. To be honest with you, I'm kind of tired of seeing Britt Baker. I mean, you know what I mean, but. Like I say, more of the fucking same. It's more of the same. We haven't heard anything about Jamie Hayter. Sarayo's supposed to engineer a second phase to the Evolution, and then Mercedes said the same thing I think 2 weeks ago. It ain't happening for this women's division. I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, it's a great match on paper. It's gonna be a great match in the ring. It's just the feud just ain't doing it for me. I'm sorry. It just ain't. It ain't making me tune in to AEW TV. That's what I'm trying to get to. There's nothing on this show that makes you want to go watch AEW. I'm sorry. Other than being a pure wrestling fan, that's it. But I'm taking Mercedes for the win here, and maybe a Jamie Hayter return.
Okay, I agree. Taking Mercedes as well. I will say. Their exchanges on the mic have been good. Like the segment they just had this past Wednesday was pretty good. Their face-to-face contract signing was good. And when Britt Baker first came back, the first Dynamite, she came back and she had the interaction with Mercedes. That was good. That was a good back and forth. She killed Mercedes in that promo exchange. And Mercedes is doing her job, right? Being a heel, getting the heat. People telling her to shut the fuck up when she got her promos. And just being not likable at all. So she's doing her job. I like the Camille pairing. It's kind of like Triple H and China. You know what I mean? The heavy with her with the smaller Camille outweighs and towers over Mercedes. I like that a lot. And yeah, I'm going to take Mercedes. And I agree. We might see Jamie Hayter in this one as well. It will be a great match between these two. Because these two girls can go. But I'm taking Mercedes for the win. All right, one match we're going to get out of the way real quick. And it's unfortunate because it's got some of my favorite people in here. And this match should not... Originally, it was supposed to be a triple threat, I think. And the Lucha Bros was supposed to be in this match. But with the whole contract situation with both Penta and Rey Fenix, they're not in here. And I didn't know this until I just started reading it today. But we're going to get into it. 4-way ladder match for the AEW World Trios Championships. We have the Patriarchy, Christian Cage, Kill Switch, and Nick Wayne, who are the champs, defending their champs against the Bang Bang Gang, Juice Robinson, Austin, and Colton Gunn, versus the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, and a team that I did not know until reading it today. We have Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio and Willard, Utah. Now, let me get on to this.
Hold on, wait. I know you gotta be correct. Hold on. I'm just about to go. Can I just comment real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, so run that back down to me. Who's the participants?
The Patriarchy, the House of Black, the Bang Bang Gang, and Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club.
So where in the fuck did we go from Pac? I understand the situation, okay? So don't correct me. I understand the situation. How in the fuck do we go from the Death Triangle, right, to Pac and the fucking Blackpool Combat Club? They were just feuding a year ago. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No.
So who was it? Claudio who?
Willer Yuta.
Willer Yuta. More of the motherfucking same. Okay. Now who else we have?
House of Black, Patriot.
House of Black. The House of Black.
Well, those three teams make sense because they were in the tag. Those two teams were in a trios match to determine.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that.
But he got screwed out by the Patriarch.
I'm just saying. We mentioned earlier in the card, right? We have a Gauntlet Battle Royal, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. And we have a fantastic one-on-one professional wrestler, right? And stuck in a fucking group, a trio group, in Malachi Black. And you telling me he wouldn't be a perfect foil to either Daniel Bryan or Swerve Strickland in a one-on-one title match for the World Championship. But yet we keep getting Hangman Page winning Battle Royal after Battle Royal for a world title shot. And yes, I get it. The character is, pitch perfect for what's going on. But the fact that Malachi Black has been there for almost 3 years and hasn't even sniffed a world title at all is fucking criminal. Yes, I understand it's on Tony Khan. But John Moxley, MJF, Adam Cole, who has done fucking nothing. Yes, him and MJF were great. Done fucking nothing. Who else competed for the world title? Bryan Danielson. We much needed that. Kenny Omega. Alright? And then we get these fucking eliminator matches that come out of thin air on random episodes of Dynamite. And you telling me Malachi Black can't even get one shot at the world title, but he got to fight for the fucking TNT title? This is Malachi Black we're talking about, a former NXT champion. And you telling me he don't get an opportunity to compete in the fucking Battle Royal to be number one contender, but yeah, he get to keep competing for these dumbass trios titles. This is fucking ridiculous. I hope when his contract is up, he goes to WWE and be with his wife and become a bigger star. Because ever since he only had one-on-one feud, right? I'm not counting Copeland. Because that was just a token, which was Cody Rhodes, correct? Debut on fire. We were there when we were there when he went to when he came to AEW and out here, right? On fire. Him and Dustin Rhodes put on a good match. Ever since then, nothing. This company has to be stopped. It's criminal. Keith Lee, Andrade, Ricky Starks, Malachi Black. That's just a couple people that haven't even sniffed a chance. Okada haven't even sniffed a chance to be world champion. Yes, Okada just got there, but this was the fucking golden child of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now he's stuck doing comedy with the Young Bucks just because he can't speak English. There's a way you can make him a monster or whatever. I mean, these are the hardcore fans, so they know about Okada. Even Adam Cole to a point. I'm just saying, man. Him stuck in this damn trios match is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But whatever.
All right. With that being said, who you picking?
The Bang Bang Gang. They should have lost him in the first place.
Okay. Well, they didn't lose. They got stripped of him. Okay. I'm gonna make a note on this. Okay. Pac should not be with the Blackpool Combat Club because it don't make storyline sense. I get you wanted to put Pac on the show because he missed Wembley last year. He had been saying that he wanted his Wembley moment, but to have him win the number one contender for the AEW American Championship now, and then don't have him on there, and then you have Will Ospreay versus MJF. It's kind of like, what are we doing here? So you just insert him in here, and we're supposed to have Ray Phoenix and Penta in there, but no. It don't make sense for him to be with the Blackpool Combat Club because last year at Blood and Guts, he literally turned on the Blackpool Combat Club, and we ain't getting no resolved issue from that. If y'all go back last year, he turned on Claudio and left the cage so the Golden Elite can win, right? If y'all remember Blood and Guts from last year. So, we as far as I know, we didn't get that situation situated at all. Like, we didn't get no resolve from that. So we can expect a little bit of the same between these three. Pac not liking the Blackpool Combat Club, and that's costing them the match. So that negates them. Malachi Black is not going to win. They already had the Trios Championship. Bang Bang Gang had the championship. And this going to be Christian's them first defense of the Trio Championships. So, with that being said, I'm taking a patriarchy because you can get Nick Wayne and Kill Switch some momentum with those championships being with Christian. So it helps them a lot. You know what I mean? Jay White probably be coming back soon, but not too soon. So we already don't see the Bang Bang Game with the Trio Championships, unfortunately. So I think we're gonna go with the patriarchy. I'm taking Christian, Kill Switch, and Nick Wayne for the win in this matchup.
Hey, where John Moxley at?
He on vacation.
Oh, okay. One more thing. Just to add the whole Pac thing. If he wanted his moment, you know what they could have easily done?
Tell me.
A one-on-one match with Ricochet. Simple as that. Put on the barn burner. It's a good way to introduce Ricochet and have Pac win. A friendly one-on-one battle would have been simpler than throwing him in this dumbass trios match. I'm just fed up with these trios titles. Like it's ridiculous. Like these titles are. I mean, there's so many titles on this show. It's just ridiculous. Everybody, I bet you once you watch this pay-per-view tomorrow, I bet you everybody that's on this card will have a title. Will have a championship of some sort. I guarantee you. At least one person in the match.
All right.
It's ridiculous.
Now, man, the segue from that clusterfuck of a match, we're gonna go to yet another clusterfuck of the match, which I don't think is fair. Well, I will explain why we have a three-way tag team AEW World Tag Team Championship match. I don't know if it can't be a ladder match because the trios match is a ladder match. Okay, so just a regular triple threat tag team match. So we have the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson defending their championships against the Acclaim, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, and FTR, Dats, and Cash. Now, this is my problem with this matchup. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give you all the shine on the main event. You know how I feel. I'm passionate about this stupid shit. The fact that this is basically FTR versus the Bucks. What, 3 or 4? Which one is
this?
It?
Might be 5, I think.
5. Did you say that again?
Yeah, I said this might be 5. They just fought at Dynasty.
Okay, they fought at
3
Dynasty.
was at Wembley last year. The first one was in the pandemic, and the one
in the
after
pandemic
that was,
era.
I want to say it had to be like full year or something. I can't remember. Or double.
I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember.
So we get FTR, a main course of FTR versus the Young Bucks with a side of
Acclaimed.
The Acclaimed. Why is it more of the same? I mean, can I ask you? Aren't you tired of seeing this match?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. But go ahead.
I mean, this it's just regurgitated after they literally fought a year ago on the same pay-per-view. A year ago. Why do we keep going backwards? I mean, they might well just throw John Moxley in there on a team by himself. You would have had everybody from last year. I mean, this shit got to stop. It's got to cease. I think there's been a few with the Revival and the Acclaim happening on Collision. When's the last time you watched Collision?
I haven't watched it.
Can I tell you when I watched it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Phil Brooks' last episode. You know when that was? A year ago. In July, right? July or June, one of those two. The last time I watched Collision. Who cares about fucking Collision? Nobody. Who cares about this feud? Nobody. Who cares about this triple threat tag team match? Nobody. Because you know what? It's the same result. It's going to be the same fucking teams. The Acclaim is not winning. They're probably going to take the fucking pin. That's why they're in the match. Who getting pinned? Max Caster or Anthony Bowens? Who getting pinned? Because, I mean, I know you ain't picking them to win, so who getting pinned?
I'll get to my prediction. You go to yours, man.
Or is Daddy Ass taking the fall? Which one is it? No, I know what it is. He probably going to go over like he did a couple months ago. This shit's fucking pathetic. AEW is just losing that honeymoon period and they don't know what the fuck to do. The same fucking people over and over is on TV. This is ridiculous. to quit ranting, I'm just gonna take the Young Bucks because I don't see them losing. FTR, great tag team. I'm just tired of seeing it. And the claim will never be as hot as they were. All Out, Chicago, 2022?
Mm-hmm.
They'll never get back to that. We were there. Crowd was on fire. They had the best match on the card, hands down, with Keith Lee and Swerve. They'll never get back to that. They're just in this match to eat the 1, 2, 3, and Young Bucks continue as the World Tag Team Champions.
All right. For your passionate rant, okay, okay. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with this matchup and why this match is the way it is. First off, this should have been a straight up tag team match, and I'm gonna get this out the way now. I'm taking the Acclaim to win the championships here, and if I'm the Acclaim, I feel like I've been treated unfairly because Dax and Cash hasn't been on TV since Dax got hurt a couple months ago. If you remember on Twitter, he posted a video about him having back problems and him and Cash are going to be off TV for a while. So for them to be thrust into this opportunity to be in this matchup, it's a little bit unfair because they haven't been on TV in the last few months because of the injury. Yet the Acclaim has the number one contender matchup, the eliminator, whatever you want to call it, a few months ago. Then for them to get a go in blood and guts, win in blood and guts, when they already have the opportunity locked in, they still haven't faced the Bucks for the titles. So we get to Wembley, and now it's a triple threat match because it went to a no contest a few weeks ago in collision between Acclaim and FTR. When Acclaim should not have been in that situation to begin with. The Acclaim already locked their championship slot up months ago. I love FTR, but their AEW is wrong in this instance because the Acclaim should have this match to themselves. It should be them versus the Bucks. FTR should not be in this matchup. So that's a little bit unfair. I don't like the book in there. It's kind of convoluted and stupid. Everybody's just because they FTR don't mean they can be inserted into this match. Sorry. With that being said, we got to get the championships off the Bucks because the Bucks kind of got the Roman Reigns schedule where they had a few dates. They haven't defended the championship. They just defended the first time defending the championships a few weeks ago. I think a week or two before, or a week or two ago. They defended the championships for the first time since winning it. So give the championships to the Acclaim to where they will be there every week. Yeah, they're not over like they was back in 2022. It's fine, but we need new faces with the championships. I don't want to see it on FTR. We've been there, done that. I'm tired of seeing it with the Bucks. Been there, done that. They just fought last year. So don't need for them to have the championships. The Acclaim get there, then you can build other tag teams. So I'm going to take the Acclaim there. All right. Next matchup, man. We got the main event. AEW World Championship. Swerve Strickland defending his championship against Bryan Danielson. And Bryan Danielson's last match. If he don't win, he retires. This is a tricky matchup, man, because y'all know how much I am a Swerve guy on this channel when it comes to AEW. I love Bryan Danielson as well. But with his contract being up pretty much, I think after this really, or towards the world's end or whatever, I don't see why don't he lose this match. Right? They're telling a perfect story. Like Swerve is going here as the heel, Danielson as the babyface, his default role that he's always been in, no matter what. The babyface from the underground, the Sami Zayn role, right? That promo he cut just past week on Dynamite was awesome. Had the whole crowd chanting yes for sure. His run at AEW has been phenomenal. Granted, he hasn't won a world championship, but he don't need a world championship because he is Bryan Danielson. What you see is what you get in the ring. He has bangers with everybody he's been in there with since he came to AEW. Kenny Omega, Hangman, Will Ospreay at Dynasty. Didn't get the chance to face him and CM Punk to face each other. MJF, the strap match he had with Ricky Starks. So, man, that can go on and on. But what a feather in the cap for Swerve if he were to win this matchup. Now, I think we're gonna go with Bryan Danielson, and I'm gonna say why. Because I think Hangman is going to interfere, just because he want to do everything in his power to get that championship off of Swerve, and that's the only way you beat Swerve, by keeping him, in a pecking order, and without beating him clean. Me personally, if I was booking it, I'm going Swerve all day. Then you get him and Hangman at All Out. But you know what? I'm gonna switch it. I'm going Swerve. Bryan Danielson retires. I'm going Swerve. Go ahead. You on mute? Come on.
So you going Swerve?
I'm gonna go with Swerve, man. I gotta stick with my gun. I gotta go with my boy Swerve.
Use a fraud. Mr. Perfect over here. Mr. Want to go undefeated on predictions over here.
Personally, I don't think I will go undefeated, but
in the words of Andrew Brown, shut that little shit up. So Swerve has been killing it as the world champ. He doesn't get the recognition that I think he deserves. They, you know what I mean? I mean, half of the time they don't promote him as well. Like they've done in the past with people like Moxley or Kenny Omega. I don't think we even got how we used to get those specials and shit. Winter is coming and all that kind of stuff. I don't think Swerve even had a freaking special special themed episode where he defend his title and then you get the eliminator match and all that stuff. All that aside, Swerve is doing good with what he's had. Bryan Danielson, one of the greatest of all time. They shouldn't have said. That's where they messed up, is when they said if he loses, he's going to retire. Now everybody knows he wants a lighter schedule. He's not going to be working full time. So I mean, most wrestling fans aren't stupid. Most people are going to say that Daniel Bryan is probably going to win this match. Because Tony Khan probably wants him to be world champion before he does hang it up. It may be just a small run, which is probably what Danielson will probably be happy with. So I'm taking Bryan Danielson for the win here, and I don't think Swerve gets it back immediately. I think we go through All Out. We do something like another eliminator or something, like a tournament or something, like a gauntlet, and Swerve's in it, but Hangman messes up his chance to get the win and get the number one contender match, and somebody else gets it, and then we get another Danielson match. Who knows? It may be Ricochet. I'm just booking ahead of time. So I'm taking Bryan Danielson for the win here. And the babyface moment, like China WrestleMania 30, but not so much. So I'm taking it in the main event.
Okay. All right. Well, that's AEW All-In. That's the card. You heard a few passionate rants from our brother over here.
Yeah,
with all that said, man, I think it's going to be a great card, man. Great matches. Like I always say with these AEW pay-per-views, some matches don't need to be on the card or need to be as crammed as it be, but that's Tony Khan's style, and you can't wreck him for it. He tried to get everybody on the show like it's a WrestleMania, like how Vince used to do back in the day, so it is what it is. But expect this show to probably go off about, if it started at 1, expect this show to probably go off close to about 5. With all this shit that's on this show, because I expect a lot of 30-minute matches and shit like that. So
I'm thinking more like 6. More like 6.
Okay. All right. Well,
what's your match of the night gonna be?
My match of the night.
Prediction. Yeah.
It's got to be Swerve and and Danielson, just because the everything that's involved in it, with it being
Swerve
Danielson's last hoorah, pretty much, right? He's working by the contract, so the story writes itself. So it's got to be Swerve and Danielson. What about you?
I think by default, with this card being so big, there's only one match. That's probably going to be the show stealer. Probably Jericho.
I knew you were going to say, get the fuck, I'm out of here. Goodbye. Y'all take it easy, man. We out, man. Peace.